Whoa.
Whoa. Clap sync. Come on.
We don't have to.
No, we don't.
No, he's not recording.
Everybody, clap your sync. I'm clapping. I'm recording. Am I not supposed to be recording?
You don't have to, because I'm not going to use it.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
You said
you always ask every week, and I always tell you the same thing every week.
Look, we discussed my conversational memory last week.
Yeah, but it's been a year now.
But I can remember us discussing. Huh?
Sorry. I just upgraded.
To what?
From
I
what?
order Uber Eats too much.
Uber
I got
Eats?
upgraded.
You're a traitor.
Uber One.
You're a traitor.
What?
You live with a DoorDasher and you order Uber Eats. You're a traitor.
Well, he won't deliver to me.
I won't
Yeah, he
deliver
will.
in general.
I literally called him one night while he was working and went, "Hey, if I give you, I don't even remember how much I paid you. Like if I pay you, will you pause your dashing and go pick up my food from Outback?"
I ended up ending my dashing that night. I was like, "Yep, that's enough. I'm good. Let's do it." Then I went to my grandparents' house and sat and talked to them for a while. Because it was for your birthday, like early December, right before COVID.
Yeah, it was my birthday dinner.
Yeah. I went all the way out to Texas Roadhouse.
That's right. It was Texas Roadhouse, not Outback.
I was at a hotel on Sunrise and Federal. It's the Federal Sunrise curve.
Wow, you made a trip that you went to the other side of the county.
It took me like 20 minutes. I think I took 95 and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go fast." And then I went the speed limit.
We're gonna pretend like Hollywood isn't a part of Broward County because
it's not.
I don't go to Hollywood.
But
I will not go to Hollywood. Hollywood is stupid at night. I remember driving there one night for a Tinder thing, a date I was going to go on that turned into just a woman wanting to meet me and have me pay to meet her. Nothing was going to happen. It was just like, "Hey, we're just hanging out." And I'm like, why would I pay to hang out?
She wanted you to pay to go on the date.
And I'm like, no.
To just for the companionship.
No, she wanted me to pay for the website to prove that I wasn't a creep. And I'm like, well, screw you. I guess I am a creep. Bye. She literally, I drove to the house.
She was a scammer.
Yeah,
she was a scammer.
I drove to the address and everything. I was there. She told me to be there at this time. I was there at that time. And I'm like, this. I don't think it was Tinder. It was like Facebook dating. I'm like, this sucks. Like, I drove all the way out here.
Oh, yeah. That's sketchy. You can't do anything on Facebook. Facebook's everything is just the new Craigslist.
No,
like, you can't.
Facebook dating's actually a little more decent in my opinion. The people on there actually are real compared to Tinder. So, because it's like,
I mean, literally, one of your only experiences with Facebook dating is somebody trying to scam you out of money, and you're gonna sit here and go, "No, it's mostly real." Unlike Tinder,
that wasn't the only experience on Facebook, but on like Tinder, all of my experiences revolve around money.
Or them trying to either scam you out of something or get you to pay for something you don't need to be paying for.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, nah, dog. But Naughty Dog.
They made good games.
Yeah, and then they didn't.
And then they stopped.
What do you mean? They made Last of Us.
Yeah, that's one game, Andrew.
That was their last game.
No,
Last of Us Part 2.
No, it wasn't. They made so many other games.
Oh, I remember that game. I haven't played it yet.
Oh,
Andrew's like, I want to do a watch through of it. I'm like, well, we need to do new content.
I want to play through them again.
I've never got to play them, and I own them.
I own them too.
I don't have a recording.
I gave you the coffee.
You're screwed. You know why? I just realized. Oh, I did upload it. Never mind.
Yeah, but I mean, the only thing I do on this channel is watch you guys play games. I would like to play something at some point.
You gotta wake up. Because most of the times
you guys literally have a schedule of 2 days of the two of you playing 40 different games, and then you come wake me up for 4 watch throughs. Don't act like I'm the reason I'm not involved.
You're not.
What?
There's just no games we're playing that need more people.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's one game
and instead of mixing up the rotation, It's just all the 2-player games are being played by the 2 of you.
So then recommend a game to play.
Yeah, him and I have Heavenly Overbodies, Lords.
Yeah. Wait, you gotta get that one edited and put it up.
I have a lot of stuff I gotta edit. There's too
Yeah?
many things to edit right now. There's a lot of just stuff we filmed that we haven't, like... a lot of stuff now is double upload days, and what sucks is on the double upload days, it's the multicam stuff, and those take longer to edit, and then it's like...
Well, that's why we're working on getting ahead of the pace again.
No, that doesn't help, though, because I still gotta edit.
If you ever think you want to start a YouTube channel, it's a lot more work than it seems to be.
Well, especially when you decide to do daily, or have other people involved. Yeah. If it was a single person thing, it might be a little easier, but it wouldn't be at the same time.
Just Miriam. It would just still get more complicated with other assets.
Well, I would make it more complicated for myself. That's why I don't have my personal channel.
Yeah.
Heck, even editing for Andrew is back to being what it was. More than I thought.
Once we get the Adobe suite back up and everything, I might start editing some of my own stuff.
Adobe. I was like, apparently you can't upgrade your account. Like I thought you could. You have to cancel your account and do it again to get the year thing. Yeah, so that my price isn't real anymore. And I'm like, no, it's like $600 or $700 a year, and I'm like, ugh, not worth it at that point. Monthly is still cheaper by far. I'm paying $30 a month, which normally it's $60 a month. So like, I basically get half off every month, and as long as I keep paying and don't close my account, I'll always have $30 a month because of when they messed up my account history.
Because when they made that big mistake.
Like, no, you pay. They're like, oh, they told me I owed them even though I just paid the bill on time too. Like, oh, you still owe us $30 for last month. I'm like, what? So like, I went through all of my Cash App things and took screenshots and emailed it to them, and they're like, oh, we made a mistake. Here's $30 off, and I'm like, hee, okay. And then they didn't send me the code right away, so I had to email them again to get a different person to send me the code.
You guys were supposed to be sending me this code.
And they're like, oh yeah, sorry about that. He forgot. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I'm like, I don't care. Yeah. I wouldn't have cared if they gave it to me or not. It didn't bother me either way. But
just as long as you didn't get charged the extra money in order to use the thing.
Yeah, because I was editing for that guy all the time then, so. But.
I bought a dumb.
Yeah, he bought a dumb, Andrew.
What did he do?
Andrew's not even here right now.
I bought this first. Which I was really, huh?
Have you seen what I buy?
No.
On a daily basis?
No. Yeah, but I consider all your purchases dumb, so. I consider all his purchases dumb too. Consider all my purchases. When I buy like a water bottle at the gas station, it's a dumb purchase.
And then I bought this. Because it happened to be sitting next to this.
Why is it like an Attack on Titan version of Hogwarts?
Because Dumbledore go to attack.
Dumbledore's just gonna be walking across the quad in like 2 steps.
Hey, they'll be playing Quidditch next thing you know.
Hermione's just doing this. Hermione. Oh man, you were talking about Attack on Titan, and it made me think of Sword Art. I had a dream last night that like is confusing the crap out of me because I don't know if it was a dream or not.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, but it also didn't feel like one because I woke up and what I dreamed about happened, and I was like, wait, what? But I know I sent it to you, Jason, but there's that new VR MMO coming out soon called Zenith. Yeah. That's supposed to be like Sword Art, and I want it so bad.
Well, everything's going to get compared to Sword Art now as it goes forward and things get more and more advanced. But yeah, it's been moving in that direction of big open world VR for a while.
Well, the way that even the gameplay plays, it looks like it plays like that. And everyone's like, just hopefully it has the sign out feature.
Yeah. Because you can't just take the headset off on this, right? Yeah, no.
I mean, you could.
No, that's what I'm saying. We don't have nerve gear. We're not paralyzed on the bed while we're playing. No, don't do it. Oh,
That would help.
Cool. We don't have to hear puns anymore.
bye.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right,
Not
Patrick.
if you get
Star.
trapped in the game, you won't.
It's dark in here.
Well, you'd have to turn it on.
Imagine using that, Andrew. There was your solution before we fixed your curtain.
Where's
Where's that to
as a
cover
sleeping
your-
mask?
Yeah, as a sleeping mask.
What I do? No, I'm not wearing a sleeping mask.
No, wear that
No,
as
you
a
just wear
sleeping mask.
Wear the Oculus as your sleeping mask.
You know how heavy this thing is when you sleep? I've done it.
Just lay on your back and just.
Don't ask me why I've done that. Oh.
Because you were really, really tired and you sat down for a minute and fell asleep.
I was playing Beat Saber one night.
You mean the only game you play every night?
It's not the only game every night. I played 2 other games times 200 that I never get to play.
Beat Saber.
Because
Well,
I'm
you keep
playing
buying
one
games.
Yeah, it's the only game you play on the Oculus anymore.
No, that's not true. I play air guitar in real life.
You haven't played air guitar in a couple weeks though.
It's been like a week.
The most recent thing was Beat
did he
Saber.
give you my Beat Saber suggestions?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't talk about Bruno has been in my head for like a month.
Why are we talking about him?
I don't know.
It's like Fight Club.
No, it's not.
We don't talk
It's
about
nothing
Fight
like-
Club.
It's nothing like Fight Club.
No,
You
we don't
realize?
talk about
Have you
Fight
ever seen the movie Fight Club?
Club. Yeah. A long
You
time
realize
ago.
the whole
I don't
thing was a
remember much.
delusion, right? Like
Yeah.
the man imagined the whole thing.
That's why we don't talk about Fight Club.
He told himself not to talk about Fight Club.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Maybe Bruno's a
Nice.
figment of his imagination.
Maybe. Bruno's a figment of all of our imagination.
Bruno's not here right now. Please leave your name and number at the sound of the Bruno. Bruno. What?
Oh, you two haven't seen the movie?
Nope.
Forget.
I tried to last night.
I associate him with the sound of falling sand.
I
I
don't
spent
want to watch
last night
something I haven't seen
watching,
before.
Shut up.
That's what he said to me. I was like, we should watch Bruno together since we haven't seen it. He's like, I want to watch something I haven't seen.
Bruno.
And what was the movie you wanted to watch?
I mean, that's a mood though. Like I get that way a lot. Like especially when I'm settling down.
Well, he
for
recommended
the night.
something else like we've watched together before. And I'm like, why would you want to watch something we've already watched when we can watch a movie we haven't watched?
Because
We're gonna watch
it's
something
leading
together.
towards something that I want to watch that I haven't watched yet.
What was it we were going to watch?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
No, there was something else because we weren't going to watch that because of Jason being
Titanic.
COVID. Oh, that's what it was, Titanic.
Titanic. Yeah.
Because I've never seen Titanic.
This is my first time seeing this on Blu-ray at my store. Actually, Blu-ray in general. So I'm like, it's only like $5. I'm just gonna get it.
Yeah. Every now and then they bring it back out. They put it out for the people that like every few years they bring it out. They put it out for the people that are coming of age, and it just they kind of sell out of it and it disappears. I own those.
I still need to watch it.
I'm so mad that I can't watch the new one. Yeah,
Oh, because they replaced the actor.
Yeah, because they kicked Johnny Depp out for like I just can't do it. There's a lot of things from a lot of industries that I just ignore and put up with for my own selfish content intake. But that's just ridiculous. And I'm not
Well, he
I'm
was
not supporting
he was
it.
kicked
I'm
out.
not.
It was a while back when they filmed it. So like they kicked him out right when it all started when there was nothing from Amber Heard's side.
Yeah, that's the problem. They
But-
just at the drop of the first rumor, they went get out. And
Well, it was during all the
And then
lawsuits.
as soon as everything actually is found out and discovered, none of the industry wants to do anything about her. That's my problem. I'm not boycotting the people that made Fantastic Beasts. It's making an example of the industry standard. Like if you're going to act this way, none of you are going to get what you want.
They're
It's
still gonna
not
get it,
going to
though.
be put up with.
Sadly, like everyone's still gonna watch the movie.
No, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of big Harry Potter fans that are just like, I'm not doing it. There's probably not enough to make a painful dent in their profits, but there's enough that they're going to notice the number.
Yeah, but
I'll still watch it. I don't care.
Yeah, I just can't.
To me, I just don't care enough about what happened.
I'll wait for it to come. Yeah, that's part of the problem, though.
No, I mean,
I'll
like,
wait for it to come out
like,
on streaming platforms. I'll wait for it to come out where I'm not giving them money.
I mean, still
watching it on
still
streaming
giving them money.
platforms, giving them money. It's actually giving them more money. That's part of the reason why most movies are coming to streaming platforms at the same time as a movie theater.
Yeah, but it's money that they're getting regardless.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care to see it in theaters.
I don't know. Maybe I'll go pirate it.
I wouldn't do that.
Then you have to watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
I haven't pirated a movie in freaking years.
I never pirated movies. I only pirated software. Photoshop, Vegas.
By like the hundreds of movies I have, I clearly don't pirate movies.
I first played Minecraft when it pirated, but that's because like the creator of Minecraft was like, "Yeah, pirate my game. Like, do it." Seriously, like if you can't afford it, go pirate it. Just play the game.
But
it was only $20.
Yeah,
actually, was it 20? I think it was 10 when it came out. Actually,
it was always 20.
Okay,
it was 20 on PC and 20 now. on Xbox.
I am only now not completely and utterly poor. I'm still, pretty poor, but like I grew up broke.
I remember buying Minecraft when because it came on Xbox. Back when I got my Xbox, that's when it came out on PC too, kind of. But when it came out on Xbox, it was my parents. When Broja was at the house and I was playing the demo, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy this game. I have $20. My parents were like, no, can't buy it. So I went and bought it. Rode my bike down to Publix and got an Xbox Live gift card or $20 gift card to Xbox, and bought it that way. And I was like, hey, work around. And then they thought I was playing the demo the whole time. And then eventually I started working and buying my own games more often, so it didn't matter. Had my own debit card.
It's still in my head. It was our wedding day.
I might watch it tonight.
I'm down to watch it. We can watch it tonight while we eat our steaks.
Andrew won't watch it with you.
That'd be a mistake.
Why won't he watch it with me?
Because you have COVID. He's the more worried about it than I am.
I'm like super cautious now.
That's why we didn't watch Harry Potter last night. Was because I knew you would want to watch it with us.
Dude, I have been 7 days, 8 days without symptoms.
You can still have it with. I'm not like saying anything bad about it or like you. I'm just like as a safety precaution.
It's not though.
Until you get a negative result, I think is what he's saying.
Yeah, if you're so worried about it, when's the last time you went and got tested for the fact that you're living with somebody that has it and we have central air conditioning?
When you had it, when you told us?
I've gotten tested every week.
On Monday.
Well, it's 3rd weeks now, so it's not that significant. But you're as likely to get it from the central air conditioning. Well, not as likely, but
it still travels throughout the house.
Yeah.
Just from him.
That's why it's such a problem in hospitals. If you couldn't get it in the next room over, it wouldn't be such a big problem at hospitals.
Oh my God.
I think we're well in the clear at this point. I was surprised when the two of you got negative results when I first got my positive results, which you two should still go get rechecked.
Yeah.
But remember, we're pretty sure that Dennis had it first.
Back in December.
And then that's how I got it.
I had it first. Because I got really sick like right after I got back from the trip. So I'm thinking
you probably brought it back from the airport then.
Well, he was sick.
I probably brought it from the plane.
He was sick one morning, and it was one morning that I was taking off, and I went out there.
Well, then, if you
we
think you just had it, then we're definitely in the clear because your immune system's still going to be so used to it that almost none of the strands are going to be able to take effect.
Well, he's also the only one that has the actual shot.
And you're vaccinated?
He's been vaccinated since last year.
Well, that's...
He hasn't got a booster.
Better.
Like, he's got his first booster, but that was it. I know
it's better than nothing, but that's still a little... Yeah, it's weird that you know his details.
Did you guys know his social security number is...
You probably actually know his social security number.
I think he does. He's looked at me putting it in a few times.
No,
you were there when I signed up for the internet, when I did things when I first moved out of my parents.
My own social security number.
I know
mine's easy. It's really
well, I can remember it, but it takes me a minute. Like I pretty much have to count it out.
Anytime someone goes last 4 digits, I'm like, I have to. Yeah. So that was me saying it, but you have to really break it down and figure out what I just said. You slow down the audio enough, it's there.
Okay.
Is
she begging to go back out again?
I hope not. She's staying in here. There's a reason why her food and litter is in here. And
so
water.
Are we not eating steaks and watching Encanto tonight?
I'm fine.
I want to eat steaks and watch Encanto tonight. Guys night.
I'm okay. I don't need
steaks in a Disney movie. Guys
we all live in the same house. It's a guys' night every night.
No, it's not.
No, because we all stay in our own rooms. Our house is like an apartment complex where we all stay in our own apartments that just happen to have paper thin walls next to each other.
Yeah.
Actually, our walls are probably better than an apartment complex.
They are. I can't hear some things, but I can hear. I only hear because I listen. Chicklet, shut up! I only hear because I listen.
I heard that.
But Andrew, I don't hear. Sometimes. Right, Andrew?
I can't control the volume on my TV, so I'm sure you hear that.
No, not really.
Even if it's like background white noise, I'm sure you hear that.
You could probably download a app on your phone for it.
A universal remote, maybe.
Some of them work, some of them don't.
Yeah.
You are Chicklet, come here.
Yes, you are Chicklet. Now come here. Don't get the fat baby.
You are not going out there. You have to wait till the podcast is over. I'm not getting up again. I want to show my butt crack or my fat again.
Oh yeah, we found Chicklet, by the way, guys. It's okay. She's alive.
Is she though?
Where is she? She's right there. Yeah, no, it's actually an animatronic Chicklet. He got it from the same place that they make
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Which that video was torture to make. But someone commented on it saying that maybe we should do other ones too. And I was like, I told Andrew a different kind of review for a different kind of game because he was commenting. He's like, I really like the style and stuff and like what you guys were trying to answer, what question you guys are trying to answer. But he's like, he was like, maybe you should also do like another thing, which is like games that help you chill and deal with mental health stuff too. And I'm like, it's like he knows who I am apparently, because like I never thought about doing games like that, because like that's always been like one of my things I wanted to do was like stuff to deal with mental health. And like that would be a solution, so I don't have to do self-annihilation anytime soon. Because like
I was thinking we could do like as a part of the same series, so not just the is it okay for kids, but like an overarching series that answers the question, is it okay for kids? What kind of trigger warnings does it need? Like just kind of a rundown of potential issues with a game. Like not that the game is bad in any way, but that these are things that you might want to watch out for in this game or in this line of games or that kind of thing.
I told Dennis, playing the first couple games, it does have a lot more to do with like depression and suicide. So it's definitely something to note.
For what game?
For Freddy?
Life is Strange.
You never
Life
said
is-
Life is
yeah.
Strange. We were talking about Five Nights at
The-
Freddy.
Yeah, you just
No.
said the game. Like
I'm
we
like-
were supposed to know what you were
Sorry,
talking
like,
about.
I
the
got like
first
a
game-
line of text messages.
And
that
like the first game is looking left and right and at your camera. What does that have to do with depression? I mean, I know the whole story has to do with killing children, but
Yeah, the whole story has to do with a sociopathic animatronic maker and a mentorship. The prime rib roast of France game.
I really want to play them. But like, I know myself. I know I won't be able to make it through them.
I mean, you screamed the other night. I
You
was
just-
taking a shower before
just
work.
don't-
And that,
Just
the
don't
wash
play them. Just don't play them alone. Like
That's not gonna matter. I played Outlast and screamed like a girl. You kidding me?
You made it through it though.
I made
but
it through it.
that's
I've
what I'm
made
saying
it
is
through that
you-
game.
you
I've
had
made
the
it through
support,
4
you made it
nights
through
on
it.
5 nights by myself. And there's 7 nights technically, but I'm not gonna do the 100% stuff.
What do you know?
Because like after you beat 5 nights, you can go into the 6th night, which you make like an extra like $10-20 for the night. And then like if you really want to, you play something called 20-20-20-20
They don't pay
mode.
very well.
No,
You
it
think,
was 19.
You think they'd have hazard pay, but
No, it was 19. But they were like in the 1980s. So like the first game was like 87, I think. And that one you get like $120, and then the second game was 1983, and you make $100. And then the next game you don't see your paychecks anymore. You just get a certificate, or no, you get like a slip at the end that says you're fired for misconduct and messing with the animatronics, even though they were trying to kill you.
They were trying to kill you. Yeah.
Yeah. But then that's when you find out you're actually the son of William Afton, and like in Sister Location, the robots in the actual lore, the robots put like one of their exoskeletons inside of you through a scoop, and like you die, but you also turn purple, like the purple guy, like his father, and like then the things like, now I can't be in this body anymore, leaves your body. And like every game after that, when you find out you're actually playing as the son that is going to these places being security guard, you see on every slip that when he's fired that it says you were fired for odor, and you're like, oh, it's because he's basically a walking corpse. like that's kind of cool. That's how people figured out that lore, I guess.
Okay.
Five Nights at Freddy's
weird.
has too much lore for what it is. They have like hundreds of books too. And for some reason now it's like one of my favorite series to talk about because I at least know something about it.
Yeah, because you just finished doing a bunch of research.
Yeah. The new game I want to play though. Like the new game looks fun, and it definitely is slightly less scary, but still like is a horror game. Like there's no denying that, but it's definitely more like modern horror where it's not like scare your pants off scary. The old games though, those games you literally don't have pants at the end of them because you are so scared you peed yourself. But
Yeah, I never played them.
they're good. They're cheap if you ever want to play the first one. It's like $4.99.
I don't know.
That could be a watch.
How are they gameplay wise? Like,
It's
only
you
mouse.
just sit there with the first 3 games.
Only mouse and the click button. It's literally you move over to the left, you click the lights. If there's one there, you close the door. You move over to the right. If they're there, you click the lights, close the door, and then you check your cameras, which is in the middle bottom, and you move it around and stuff. And you have to check on like Foxy every now and then, because if you don't check on Foxy, he's gonna run down your hallway, and you have to force slam the door as fast as you can before he kills you. Like they're fun. They're
wait,
good.
I thought Foxy was an ally or became an ally.
No,
Did you get,
Freddy's
like
the
a
only one.
crowbar from Foxy.
No.
at some point?
Foxy's always the crazy one. There's never been really any allies in the games. The second one has more to it, which is stupid.
Well,
And
there was
then-
like a meme about Foxy giving you a crowbar. He's like, I don't know, I'm bored.
I don't know. I always knew Freddy to be like the ally-ish. Because Freddy's technically 2 souls trapped in his body.
I
He's,
thought Freddy was the biggest bad guy.
Yes and no. Like, none of them are really bad guys. And I never really got to say this in the video.
Just because you're a bad guy does not
Like,
mean you're a bad guy.
The reason why there's not many kids' deaths after the souls are, inside the suits is because, like, they will not kill the kids. They will only kill adults.
because
and
they
that's
were
why-
the kids.
Yeah, and that's why they attack the security guard is because he's an adult, and like they're afraid of adults because adults killed them and stuff. And like
he's also he's an adult man.
Yeah.
Like he's the representation of the guy that put them where they are to begin with.
Yeah, but then later on you find out it actually is the son of the guy that put them in there. But actually,
so that's why they're trying to kill him.
The daughter, before the animatronics kill, he killed. So he had a partner that also built animatronics. I don't remember his name because I didn't care enough. But he had a daughter that William Afton just took into the back of a Fazbear and just slaughtered, like, and like, so that little girl becomes this like puppet.
This lore is like dark.
Yeah,
like dark.
The daughter becomes something called the puppet master, which is in the second game. You wind up a music box to stop her from going crazy, but she basically helps the souls of the dead children get into the animatronics. She's kind of helpful, but not. I think her name's Charlie. She's like helpful, but not.
Yeah, but not.
Like let the kids rest. But then there's like this thing called Remnant, which is like what William Afton's all after. Like if he kills enough kids, he gets this thing and he becomes immortal. I don't know anything about that.
That sounds culty.
Yeah, it's weird. It's the games. Like the games don't show any of this stuff. It's weird. Like the games, you get it from like Easter eggs and stuff. But like
but that's the greater lore.
Yeah, like it's there. It's in the
game. Which is one of the things I love about indie games, or especially like games that start as indie games, is they have all this extra lore in there.
Yeah,
like games used to have. Like that was one of the things that got everybody so hardcore into Halo. Like the game was good, and then you had so much extra that you could learn about.
Well, that's why Destiny was so good at first. I mean, Andrew has 3 of the 4 books from Grimoire. Like
we still have to do that cookbook.
Yeah, at some point. That's expensive.
Eventually.
That's more expensive than steak.
Yeah,
that cookbook is not a cheap cookbook. Like the food in it is like gourmet. What are you doing down there?
Cookbook.
Yeah, that one.
The one that came with an emblem that you used for like a week.
I still have it, sir. It's the red one.
I know, but you're not using it, are you?
Use it. Yeah,
no, you are.
That's the only one I'm hungry.
I didn't realize you were still using it.
What's up, kefta?
What the heck is kefta?
I don't know.
Looks like beef.
It's a kebab of some sort.
They're bamboo. Wait, what?
They're probably bamboo skewers.
That is correct. I read wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No one wants sushi.
Just grabs the first word off the page.
Bamboo!
The thing is made out of bamboo.
Bamboo.
I'm hungry. I know what you want. You want the Gallahorn cookies, Dennis.
I do want the Gajala Doodles.
The Gajala Doodles?
That's what they're called.
That's what they call it. Gajala. Well, no, they're called.
Gallahorn's not the actual name for them. It's actually Gajalahorn. It really is.
Chicken fried steak.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
You mean to tell me a chicken fried that steak?
Banh mi burgers.
I want a burger so bad.
I want a steak burger.
I want
get like a fillet.
A fillet of fish.
And then like a filet mignon.
Some energy bars.
But that looks gross.
Those are good.
That looked like hamster food.
Like poutine.
Poutine.
Someone sat there and was like, "Let's make cookbooks from a video game."
Yeah.
The only one I was
it's not the only one,
dude.
Well, I know there's hundreds of them.
Beef stew.
There was so when we started talking
chicken.
about doing this one, I remember writing down like a list of all the other cookbooks I found, and I was like, "Ooh, there's a Skyrim one, there's a Breath of the Wild one, I think too.
There's Star Wars ones, there's game ones, there's
WoW had one,
Lord of the Rings books. There's
I think there was a Wizards 101 one too.
That's weird. That's weird.
Kevin's probably still playing for that. No, he's not.
You make pretzels, Dennis?
We do have an air fryer. We can make donuts.
Oh.
We can make donuts with the air fryer, Andrew.
Oh. I made grilled cheese with the air fryer.
He made grilled cheese with the air fryer.
It was really good.
The air fryer?
Yeah.
was hoping no one would hear that.
Those were some of the most evenly cooked grilled cheeses that I've ever made.
Yeah, because air.
Well, because fryer. Because like it's yeah.
I want like I understand how the air fryer works. It's not
I
like
don't.
it's evaporating.
Air fryer is magic. I don't know how air fryers work.
You know what an evaporator is? How they make raisins and stuff. It's basically that, but it doesn't have all the components of a air fryer. I see biscuits.
No, it's a finger sandwich.
I don't care about that. I see biscuits
In the background. Those are some flaky biscuits.
I want some biscuits. No, they are. Ew. Ugh. Pillsbury biscuits are gross.
What is
they don't taste like biscuits. They got like this weird like flavor to them. They got this like tube flavor.
They are a little doughier.
They're not as good as Cracker Barrel's biscuits.
Yeah, that's because you're a cracker and like you're obsessed with Cracker Barrel.
I bought their. I don't have it anymore. If I did, I would have
cheese. Can we talk about how terrible Cracker Barrel cheese is?
Cheese.
Yeah, it's like rubber. Why is it?
I don't get it.
Why is it just a single?
It's a nut.
Those cookies are nuts.
And they're just chocolate chip cookies.
That looks
because every cookbook is chocolate chip cookies.
Well, they're chocolate chip.
That hurt.
You should put whenever I put the cookbooks on top of the chiclet.
Why would you put the cookbooks on top of chiclet?
Whenever I put the chiclet, whenever I put the chiclet on top of this, whenever I put the cookbooks on top of the cabinets, the ones I have, are you gonna put that one out there?
No, this one's staying in my collection.
So I can't cook anything randomly from it.
Well, you can ask.
What if you're not home when I decide to cook?
That sucks. I have a Destiny collection.
Yeah, but
I gotta get the fourth book now.
The cooking's out in the kitchen. You don't cook in your room.
When do you cook?
Every now and then. I cook more than you have. I think I cooked for you one time.
This is true.
I cooked pancakes 2 days ago.
I'd love to cook more than I do, but cooking's one of those tasks that just drains your energy level. Like, it just seems like such a daunting task when you're looking at it in my word, phrase, term. Right there. I can see it. Executive dysfunction. It's right there. See, I found it. It was floating right outside of my eyeball. Yeah, my executive dysfunction hates cooking. I love to cook. But my executive dysfunction hates it. Like, I just look at cooking and go, that's a lot.
Not that much sometimes, though. It depends on what you
It's
cook.
not. It's really not. Like the air fried grilled cheeses. Like, my brain was looking at those and just like, that's gonna be so many steps, and yeah, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do it for the meme, right? I'm just gonna do it because like I had to talk myself into doing it for other reasons, like to overcome the executive dysfunction, and then it came out really, really good, and now I'll probably be able to do it again because my brain's like, ooh, that was neurodivergence.
Or you just become an Uber One member.
No.
Why? That means more money you got to spend on food.
I already
Actually,
DoorDash
no.
more than I want to.
Yes. Why wouldn't it be?
Because I get top priority now.
That's not what I'm referring to. Anytime you order food,
you're still spending more money.
Andrew,
you're spending more money just the fact that you're ordering food.
Most of your orders are probably around
still
20
because
bucks,
those,
right? I'm talking about how much the food costs, because one meal from Uber Eats is, if you do it right, 1 week of groceries.
I accidentally spent $50 on Chinese food at work the other night.
I spent $50 on Chinese food when we went to go eat one time. I was told it'd be like 15, 20 bucks a person. No, it's like 40.
Point is, eating out gets expensive. We need, like, my goal when we all started moving, like when we got ready to move in here, my goal was that we were all going to buy groceries together and then like meal prep together, like make a menu and start making stuff ahead of time, or even deciding like who's going to cook what week and what. or what night. But none of that's happened.
Noodles and pasta.
I know. That's part of the problem. Like, the only things you do actually cook have almost a negative caloric intake. Like,
well, then he got that box that just spoiled.
Yeah, you got like actual foodstuffs delivered. That sample box thing from the what company was that? Hello?
I don't know.
You don't remember? Yeah, and it needs to be thrown out now. Most of it.
Some of it was already thrown out, I think.
I was just gonna throw out the whole box.
Yeah, it probably needs to be.
It does.
I don't even know what's in.
There might be some cheese and stuff in there still that is sealed and can be used, but
no, just throw out the whole thing.
No, cheese and stuff is fine still.
Yeah, the cheese will be fine as long as it's in a sealed container, not exposed.
You're lucky then, because I was gonna do that the other day.
I think I
had it over the trash can ready to throw it out. I'm like, nah.
I think I used the buns when you were about to throw it out too. I used the buns for hot dogs one night. I was like, if this is gonna go in the trash, I'm gonna take advantage of the bread.
Like I want to get back to like, I can cook some stuff and I can make up a lot of stuff, but I want to get back to learning like how to cook.
Yeah.
Like cook. Real. Yeah. Like I can make a few different types of pasta. I can barely put together a lasagna. My ramen comes out really good, but I wanna learn to make ramen without the instant noodles, with like
it's just flour and eggs, really.
Yeah, I want to make like real noodles.
Yeah, making noodles is
stuff.
Actually simpler than you think. Most people would think. Like, you can actually put the eggs and flour.
You're just making
a bag.
You're making a specific type of dough, and then you're just flattening it or shaping it into a noodle.
But actually, you can for ramen, you can actually put it in a Ziploc bag and then like poke holes in the bottom of it right over the boiled water. No, you just let it spill out, and it will actually spill out into perfect noodles as soon as it touches the boiled water. Yeah, it's not water; it's actually oil, I think, for that. But
because you're like congealing it.
Yeah. But I saw someone do it once a long time ago, and they're like, "Yeah, I found a simple way to do it." And it was like a Food Network, and they're like, "Boop boop boop." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then he put the eggs in right away too, and he's like, "You can just cook in the oil at this point." He goes, "Don't even worry about changing it to water." He goes, "Because there's enough water already in there." I'm like, "Huh?"
Yeah, and then just strain, rinse, and
yeah. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
But see, like I always loved cooking. Like that was I wasn't allowed to. I was barely allowed to use the microwave as a kid. But like I want to get back into actually doing that. But again, the executive dysfunction with something like cooking, at least my executive dysfunction with something like cooking, is just such a mountain to convince my brain that that's a task worth doing.
Yeah.
Because I could just spend a little bit of extra money I have on DoorDash and have them bring me like just a burger or something.
I really want a burger now. There was buns, hon. Actually, I might just do that when I go grocery shopping and get some burger meat. Just make some burgers and see if they work in the air fryer.
I've got beef in the freezer. I've got beef and sausage and stuff in the freezer. It's in the door.
Well, that stuff's been in there for a while now.
No, it's fine.
Well, I know, but I've had
it's
been since we first got back here in November.
Well, it's older than that because I had it over at my dad's house while they were working on everything. But it's frozen.
Yeah,
it's frozen and sealed. It's fine.
Yeah, it's still.
I've kept beef for much longer than that.
I've kept beef in the freezer and like had it mixed and stuff, and then like after a couple months, it's not the same.
Did you seal it?
Mm-hmm. It's very wet, even like because of the ice.
How did you thaw it?
I put it in.
Well, then you didn't seal it.
No,
and you got to be careful when you're quick thawing it that way. You got to, like, the older the beef is, the slower it needs to thaw.
Yeah, it was thawed for 2 days.
But also, if there's ice in the package, you didn't seal it.
Well, the beef and stuff was still like, beef is wet. It's always wet, no matter what
you've got to press the bag down against it before you seal it, so that there's as little air, there's as little atmosphere in there as possible.
I don't know. I've always found using stuff that's been frozen for too long to be me. Even those chicken nuggets are bad now.
It's tough.
Those chicken nuggets are horrible now. I tasted. Yeah, I had a couple the other day.
Those are old now.
They're the same age as your thing. Your dad told me when he got them, and it was around the time
they're also chicken, which has a completely different shelf life from beef. Like, I'll start worrying about that sausage here before too long, because I don't know what it's seasoned with to preserve it.
Yeah,
but the beef that I've found has the longest shelf life of most of the store-bought meats that I get. You still got to be careful with it when you're cooking from. But also, you don't get to tell me. You don't get to talk to me about what meat tastes like when you make unseasoned chicken for months at a time.
Well, you said it yourself. It's just chicken. Also, I really don't think you had my chicken, because now that I'm thinking about it, I never actually cooked unseasoned chicken when I moved down here. The chicken I always cooked was with jelly on top.
I never ate it. But
you said you did.
Like, I was talking to you. No,
you said you tried it when you came over to my house, and I said,
I might have had a piece of whatever.
No, because I cooked my chicken with jelly on top, like jelly, like grape jelly. It keeps it moist.
See, no, there you go. Like, that's your flavoring. That's your seasoning.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm saying is, like, I cook it with jelly,
but that's not how you described it to me. Like, when we talked about your meal prepping and everything, you're like, no, I don't season my chicken. Like, I don't put anything on my chicken. It's just chicken. I'm like, that. How do you just eat, like, just cooked chicken? Just
did it for 7 years.
It's gross.
Didn't have a
choice.
No,
but if you're cooking it in the jelly, you're not eating unseasoned chicken. You're eating glazed chicken, which is completely different.
Still unseasoned.
That's not an unseasoned chicken breast. That's a glazed chicken breast.
Yeah, still not good though. I don't like chicken in general. Like, just chicken.
Then don't eat chicken.
I like chicken nuggies and like things with bread on top. Like, if you put some mayonnaise on it and then put some breading on top of it, that's good. Maybe in the air fryer now.
Andrew's been quiet for like 15 minutes now.
Because we're talking about food.
I'm hungry.
It's okay, Andrew. We're almost there, so you can finish Life is Strange.
Now I want to cook. I want to like cook.
We're almost there.
You and me got to get together and start like planning out. Like, even if it's just like a monthly meal, like where one of us or both of us get together and cook.
I don't want to. Because I don't want to add more things to my brain.
No, I think it'll be good for us.
Thinking's one thing, but I don't want to add more things to my list right now.
Look, I've been the one that's telling you need to take some of the pressure, the pressure sensitive things off of your plate. But having this, or things that you enjoy, things that you're like doing for yourself.
So I don't cook.
You don't enjoy anything when we actually start talking about it, but then when you do it, you tell you how much you missed it.
I'll miss it, but I never really like it. Like, I miss everything. I don't enjoy anything. I don't enjoy watching TV or YouTube. I just do it.
Yeah, we need to work on your mental health. You need some support. But you need to let us support you. You need to let me be there for you, man, or let somebody be there for you.
Just tired.
Yeah, that's life. It's tiring. I don't mean that in the that's life. Deal with it way. I mean, like, yeah. No, I get that.
No, I mean, I need to get more sleep.
No, I know. Like, I worked 60-hour weeks. Minimal.
That was Peacemaker, Andrew.
Can't talk about it.
Why can't you talk about it?
It's the most inappropriate thing I think I've ever seen.
Wow.
I don't recommend
the most
it
ever
to anyone. Like I've watched a few South Park episodes.
You were
in my
excited
life.
about it.
Oh, I am, and I'm still gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna recommend that to anyone. It's got some scenes in there that obviously like it has more than you would expect them to put in a movie. Like they get away with more in a show than a movie.
Well, it's always been like that, though.
That. I wasn't really planning on watching it, but
it's way past rated R.
Well,
it's like the first 5 minutes are like 30 F-bombs.
Yeah, but that's just TV shows in general.
Yeah, that's
like,
just
there is no rated R for TV shows. It's TMA. It's TVMA. Like and most shows are TVMA. Like almost every show is TVMA or TVA something. Like, but like Game of Thrones was probably just as bad as Peacemaker, if not worse. Game of Thrones had incest.
Game of Thrones was bad. Yeah,
like killing people left and right, and like having like bestiality and stuff. Like that was a TV show.
I don't remember that scene.
It wasn't a scene. It was a conversation.
I don't remember that part of.
And Dexter too. Dexter has a lot of stuff, and
yeah, like
shows. In my opinion, shows show more than movies do sometimes.
Yeah, and shows get into darker themes than movies do.
Like there's that show Euphoria that people keep talking about on HBO Max with Zendaya in it, and like she's literally in that show like doing cocaine, and like I think there's one scene where she has like a heart attack, and they're like grab the Adderall from my sock, and like they do it, and she's like, I'm not supposed to mix things, and she's sitting there having a heart attack, and I'm like, yeah, a movie would just be like, oh my god, she had a heart attack, but the show they're like, I need Adderall, help. Like,
they go into more detail scene by scene with what's going on because they have more time.
Yeah. I don't know. I tried to watch stuff last night. I was gonna watch Peacemaker last night, but I was trying to look for an anime that I can't find still. And then I decided to watch YouTube and go to bed.
I wasn't really excited about Peacemaker. Like I say, I kept seeing it come up, but I thought it was like a movie or something. And then
I don't think it needed to be made. I think like story-wise, I know the end credit scene was showing Peacemaker, and I know like everyone was like, it's probably one of their highest grossing characters right now, so like, oh, let's continue with it. But like, you could have done.
Well, it's also just if you're gonna pay for John Cena, get your money's worth for John Cena.
Well, John Cena wanted the show. He's the one that like came to them and said, "Can we make a show about my character?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can do that."
Well, then it sounds like John Cena just finally has the chance to dork out a little bit, and he's having fun with it.
Yeah.
Which, if that's the case, go for it, man. Like, have your fun.
But like Idris Elba's character, I feel like would have a lot more depth. I think he would have a good show, in my opinion.
That was
Kill Shot or something.
I forget what. Yeah, it was the Deadshot-esque Bloodshot. That was it.
Yeah.
That was his name.
That doesn't sound right.
And even the rat
Peacemaker, they said his name.
Even the rat chick would have had more story. Because her dad was Takiti. Her dad was Takiti Watiti, and like that, the man you want in your shows. But at least someone can see him.
Is that?
No.
That's weird.
What?
There's a Vin Diesel movie that just came out called Bloodshot.
That came out a while ago. That's a good movie.
Well, yeah, it just came out. It came out in 2020.
2020? What?
Yeah, it came out in 2020.
Oh, I'm thinking we're in 2021. That was a good movie, though.
Yeah, it looks like it is based off of the same character, the DC character.
No, this one, that's a totally different character. Bloodshot in Vin Diesel's movie was...
No, it's not.
Yeah. I don't even think Bloodshot was.
I don't even know if you can see it. That's Bloodshot from DC.
That's not Vin Diesel. No, Bloodshot's whole story is he has nanites in his suit.
That's Vin Diesel's Bloodshot.
Yeah.
It's the same character.
From Vin Diesel, yeah, but also Bloodshot's not a DC comic. Bloodshot's a Valiant comic. One of the people that started Static Shock before DC bought Static Shock. Bloodshot's whole story is that he can't die. He's basically made out of nanites.
So is the character from Suicide Squad not the same Bloodshot?
No, I don't think so.
Because he's listed as a DC character. I'm looking at the. He's listed
it's
as
not
a DC owned.
Andrew, it's not Bloodshot. It's what I was thinking in the background.
I literally just said, hey, that doesn't sound right. And the both of you are going, no, that's what it is. That's what it is.
When he said it, I thought it was, but it's Bloodsport, which seems more accurate. I forgot about the Vin Diesel movie. I wanted to get that movie too because that was a good movie. They're supposed to be making a second one.
That's who he is. Bloodsport.
What's Valiant Comics? Yeah, Bloodsport though or not Bloodsport. Bloodshot was really cool. Definitely a good movie worth watching.
I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, it came out and I was like excited for it because like it was interesting. You okay, Andrew?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
I think he's overstimmed. He's like...
I think he's falling asleep.
That too.
Andrew?
Oh, he's sleepy.
Andrew, open your eyes.
His eyes are open. He's looking at his phone.
Well, that's why he's tired. He's not engaging. All right, well, thanks guys for watching for the podcast.
Anyway.
We'll see you guys next week.
We're going to go eat steaks and hopefully watch a movie.